Welcome back to the Cruise Ship Safety and Security channel. I'm Shelby, your Chief Officer Safety. In Module 5, we learned how trained crews secure a crime scene and preserve evidence. But there's another deeply personal side of the Cruise Vessel Security and Safety Act, caring for people in distress. Today we're looking at how CVSSA protects victims, ensures proper medical response, and balances compassion with procedure. When a serious incident happens on board, especially a sexual assault or violent crime, the ship's medical team becomes the first line of care and evidence. Before 2010, response standards varied. Some ships didn't carry forensic kits, and victims often had to wait until the next port to see a specialist. The CVSSA changed that. It made timely, confidential, trauma-informed care a legal requirement. Every ship covered by CVSSA must 1. Carry a sexual assault forensic examination kit. 2. Have a qualified medical staff member trained to use it, or a standing arrangement for rapid access to one. 3. Ensure privacy and dignity for victims. 4. And provide contact information for law enforcement, victim advocacy, and counseling services. It's not about bureaucracy. It's about justice and care coexisting. Let's be clear. These kits are life-saving in a legal sense. They allow trained clinicians to collect evidence, DNA samples, trace fibers, photos, within the crucial window after an assault. The process is voluntary. The patient can stop at any time. But when they consent, it ensures the investigation has scientific support, not hearsay. Under CVSSA, the ship must keep that kit sealed, documented, and transferred under chain of custody rules, just like any other piece of evidence. Shipboard doctors and nurses aren't just medics, they're trained first responders for trauma. They must provide immediate physical care, offer emotional reassurance, collect or safeguard forensic evidence if the patient agrees, and coordinate with security discreetly. They also have a duty to protect confidentiality. Medical details cannot be shared with company management without the patient's written consent, only with law enforcement and, where applicable, the FBI. The CVSSA gives victims control. They decide whether to report, whether to undergo a forensic exam, and who may receive their information. This protects autonomy, because at a time when someone feels powerless, giving back choice helps begin recovery. Ships must provide written explanations of these rights in accessible language, including helpline numbers for advocacy organizations. If onboard resources aren't enough, the ship's doctor must coordinate with a shore-based sexual assault nurse examiner, SANE, or sexual assault forensic examiner, SAFE. Cruise companies maintain 24-hour contact lists for ports worldwide to arrange rapid transfer. The goal is always the same: timely care, preserved evidence, and minimal further trauma. Privacy isn't optional. CVSSA requires that victims be examined in a secure private medical space, away from public areas and unrelated crew. Sometimes this means clearing the clinic or setting up a restricted zone. The fewer eyes and ears, the more dignity preserved. Medical and security teams must work hand in hand but delicately. The doctor informs the ship security officer that an incident has occurred without sharing medical details, only the essentials: time, cabin, and immediate security needs. That coordination keeps the investigation tight while respecting confidentiality. All specimens or documentation gathered during a forensic exam must follow the same chain of custody protocols as security evidence. That means label with unique IDs, log time and handler, seal in tamper-proof bags, store in a locked cabinet until law enforcement collection. Any break in that chain can jeopardize a criminal case, so accuracy matters more than speed. When the ship enters U.S. jurisdiction, the FBI becomes the lead agency for serious crimes involving American citizens. The medical team hands evidence directly to them, along with copies of consent and chain of custody forms. Everything is logged and witnessed. That transparency builds trust, both with investigators and with victims who need to know they'll be taken seriously. Physical injuries can heal quickly, emotional ones take time. CVSSA recognizes this by requiring ships to give passengers access to mental health support resources, on board or via external counselors. Cruise lines now partner with trauma response organizations to provide confidential counseling by phone or video. Even small gestures, privacy, empathy, listening, make the biggest difference. Every medical interaction is documented, but only authorized personnel may view it. Under CVSSA, these records are not shared with marketing, hotel, or guest relations staff. They remain sealed unless required by court order or law enforcement. This firewall between medicine and management prevents secondary trauma or breaches of privacy. It's one of the Act's most quietly powerful reforms. When the patient is a minor or vulnerable adult, additional safeguards apply. Medical staff must contact the master and ensure that child protection protocols, often based on international maritime and U.S. child safety laws, are triggered. That may involve notifying guardians, consular officials, and child welfare agencies ashore. Sensitivity, privacy, and speed are essential. Doctors and nurses attend specialized CVSSA forensic response courses, often accredited by MARAD or university trauma centers. The training blends medical science with empathy: how to collect DNA without re-traumatizing a patient, how to ask consent questions respectfully, how to document without judgment. Ships also run regular interdepartment drills so medical, security, and hotel staff coordinate seamlessly when real incidents occur. During Coast Guard or public health inspections, auditors verify that forensic kits are in date, sealed, and properly stored, and that staff credentials are current. If they're missing or expired, the ship can be cited or denied clearance for U.S. ports. That's how seriously authorities take the medical side of this law. Since 2010, several cases have shown how these reforms work. Victims received immediate exams on board, evidence led to prosecutions that would have been impossible before. And perhaps most importantly, survivors reported feeling heard and believed. That is the true measure of success. Let's summarize what we've learned. 1. CVSSA requires forensic kits, trained staff, and privacy for victims. 2. Medical records and evidence must follow strict chain of custody rules. 3. Patients retain control through consent and confidentiality. 4. Ships must connect to shore-based advocacy and counseling services. 5. Regular training and inspections ensure readiness. 6. Compassion and professionalism are the cornerstones of response. The CVSSA isn't just about compliance, it's about care. When someone's world falls apart at sea, how we respond defines who we are as professionals. In our next module, we'll move from the medical bay to the radio room, exploring how crimes are reported to the FBI and Coast Guard under the CVSSA's mandatory reporting rules. If you found this video insightful, please like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss Module 7, Mandatory Reporting and Transparency at Sea. And if you're part of a ship's medical or security team, share this with your colleagues. Knowledge saves lives and protects justice. I'm Chief Officer Safety Shelby, reminding you that real safety isn't just procedures, it's people looking after people.